Okay, so in this quick video, I want to talk about the ancient maxim, which is a law of custom, which means it's an absolute truth that has withstood the test of time. This one is one of my favorite ones because it says a lot in very few short words. It says, man cannot be compelled to perform what is impossible. So what is impossible? Impossible is anything against what is natural. And I'm going to give you some cookie crumbs here. You have to decide what is natural for you. Okay, so you cannot cease being a man or a woman. You will always be either a man or a woman. And I mean this in the biological sense, not in the sense that you can create yourself into another thing. Okay, you cannot cease being an individual. You cannot give up your individuality to become a class of persons, such as what the government would like you to do. You can't see you just as a class of person. You cannot cease to be a provider for your family if you choose to be. If it's in your nature to be a provider and a good provider, the government can't expect you not to provide for your family. They can't expect you to give up your income that would provide for your family so that you can provide for people that you don't know or for the government, such as taxation. Okay? You cannot cease being a father or a mother. If you have children, you'll always be a father or a mother. And you cannot lose the right to be a father or a mother. The state cannot take that away. The only people that can take that away are your friends or your family who have seen that you are maybe abusing a child. And even then, in title, you'll still be father or mother to that child. You'll still be their biological life giver. Okay? But you can lose custody. To lose custody is not something the state can decide or the federal government. Reason and right. You cannot cease good reason, and good reason means right. Okay? You cannot cease being a reasonable person because the state demands it. And the state might demand it so that it can abuse this maxim. You cannot cease being the protector of your children, your income, or your property, or yourself. Okay? No law can ask you to do this because this goes against what is right. And if you've watched my other video on what's right, protection of your children is right, and it's good reason. Protection of your income is right, and good reason. Protection of your property is right, and good reason. And the state cannot alter that. The state cannot change your right to protect these things. It cannot expect you to perform any impossibility, including disarmament. You have the right to self-defense. It's an unalienable right, as per the Declaration of Independence, which is natural, your natural right. It cannot take your natural rights and give you just 10 unless you specifically agree under oath to become a member of that government. And all these things are made clear in that you have the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, as stated many times by our government. This is for the individual. So man cannot be compelled to perform what is impossible. So what is an impossibility to you? To me, it's anything that goes against what is natural. I'm naturally a man or a woman. I'm naturally born an individual. I have my own mind and my own consciousness. I am a natural provider in that I provide what I can for my family. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have a job, but I provide education. I provide a nice warm home. I do laundry. I do all these things that I feel that I need to do. And to ask me not to do them would be asking me to perform an impossibility because it goes against my nature. I have what I feel like is good reason, and I'm in charge of that. The state cannot tell me what good reason is. I protect my children, my income, and my property. That's natural. Declaration of Independence. Unalienable right. All my natural rights are unalienable. I cannot be performed to ask to do anything that is unnatural to me because it would be an impossibility, including the right to protect myself. Because as stated many times, I have the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.